Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I am back at again with some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 16 leaks here on the channel, guys. We have some major information in regards to Beast Gohan, which is most likely the final character of this. I would just go as far as to say that Beast Gohan is pretty much confirmed, okay? The rest of the stuff in this video that I'm going to be talking about in terms of his skills and like the story mode and stuff, I don't want to say that's 100% confirmed just because that might have some more time to be worked with, but we know the character's coming. We've known that he was coming since DLC Pack 15 dropped last year, okay? After we saw Gohan, that was the DBS superhero one that could transform into Potential Unleashed or whatever, we were like, bro, there's a second pack to this. We know Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo are coming, okay? Those are the big money makers. That's what's going to sell this DLC. We already got the official Beast transformation for our CAC. Let's get into this. All right, big stuff, big stuff. So, big shout outs to Conton City Modding, or at Conton Mods. Go give them a follow, as well as, I love this dude's name, bro, Rat Smasher. They came through and they actually leaked a bunch of information in terms of the data. Okay, all the data and stuff. So, they stated right here, 4 story missions are basically confirmed for DLC 16. Now, there could be more. I do think at minimum 4 story missions make sense, okay? Other than the Infinite History, like, that was crazy. That was like a million different missions, dude. That was in Extra Pack 2. I think the extra story missions that they've been doing for the, following DLC, usually it's 2, maybe there have been 3, maybe, okay? But 4, I think, might be the most. I'm gonna go into the actual, like, quests where you can actually see all of them, and we'll double check on that. But I know what you're looking at right here. To a lot of you, this doesn't mean anything or whatever. But if you've done modding before and you've messed around with files and stuff, you can see. I mean, you can see it right here that there's a title. There's what happens whenever you win, the success. What happens whenever you fail, and then it just says outline here, which I guess is description or like what you have to do in order to complete the quest. Okay, you know how sometimes it's like, oh, defeat the enemy, but don't let Goku die or something like that, right? So we can see that there's one right here. Outline will be the last. It'll start with title and it'll end with outline. So there's 1, okay? Here's 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's it. That's all you really need to know, all right? So again, I'm not 100% confirming that there are going to be 4 story missions. We know there's going to be story missions. That's confirmed, okay? But we don't know exactly how much. So for now, I think this does make sense. Like I said, there could be more, but I think at minimum there will be 4 missions. That to me makes the most amount of sense, okay? Let's talk about this. This is actually some really significant stuff, and I'm going to show you guys some actual proof, like real time here. Okay, so they also tweeted out, Beast Gohan might have 5 new skills. That is a lot more than I thought he was going to have. I thought at minimum he would have 3. Okay, I can think of 3 skills that he could have whenever I was first doing my speculation videos, but 5? Impressive, okay? I'm to say the least, I'm curious to see what they would add. Again, Beast Gohan, we saw him for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, if we were lucky. We didn't see him very long. He didn't do too much. But that very short duration that he was on screen was sick. It was amazing, okay? We saw the, is that all you've got? That, okay. So that could be like a counter, maybe. We saw the Violet Beast Kick, which it's just a big ass kick, right? It's nothing too special there. And then obviously we know 100%, I think I would even go as far as to say it's guaranteed. He's going to have special Beast Cannon, whatever the hell you want to call it. Again, we don't know. Beast Rush, I don't know. They can make up some shit. All right, Godly Display, y'all remember that? Y'all remember Prominence Flash? Prominence Flash is at least based off of something. Godly Display, they literally pulled that out of their ass. I don't know what that's supposed to be. So it's like a Jizz Spirit Bomb, okay? But yeah, again, you're looking at all these files, and I'll bring it up here for y'all. And you're probably like, what the hell is all this shit? Okay, again, if you've done modding before, you use mods before, if you've gone into the files, seen the values and everything with, the actual stats of these characters and stuff, you'll know, okay? So before we get into this, as you can see right here at the top, okay, Again, I have to explain this for some of you that don't use modding and don't understand. In the actual files itself, each character has their designated ID, character ID, okay? So, for example, Goku is GOK, okay? So, for this new Beast Gohan, it's SIG, okay? That's going to be his, I think Piccolo's, I think it was SIO, I want to say. I could be wrong. But I'll just show you right here, y'all, okay? So, this right here is what is it? The mods installer, okay? Now, again, I know people are like, oh, it's mods, so you're making it up, it's fake. No, this is the way that you can actually access some of these files and, like, see it, okay? So, I'm going to show you real time here, me typing in the code, okay? And it's this easy. SIG, okay? You're seeing it on screen right now. Press OK, okay? So, right now, it doesn't have a full entry, but it does have a placeholder, okay? So, there's no picture or anything, but if you click on it, what's that say, y'all? What's that say? My head might be covering it, okay? It's right there. It's literally right there, okay? So it says Gohan Beast, Demon Clothes. All right, so y'all, he's coming. He's coming. All right, he's coming. I'm just gonna say it right now. Now, even if you do add it and everything, it doesn't do anything. It's just gonna, break your game. There's nothing there yet. Okay, there's literally nothing there yet. It's just whatever they're having as a placeholder because they're still working on him. Okay, and what I think happened, or what's occurring, is maybe Yellow Piccolo wasn't 100% planned from the beginning. Okay, maybe it was, but maybe it wasn't. Okay, and I think it wasn't, just like how Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta was kind of added in there at the last minute. Now, they knew Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan and maybe even Cell Max. They knew all that. They were like, all right, let's do that. But the Yellow Piccolo honestly did surprise me just because I hoped for it because it would make sense for them to add it. But the fact that they did it is awesome, okay? As you can see, there's no sign of Yellow Piccolo left in any of the files right now. Orange Piccolo is pretty much complete. Maybe they'll tweak it a little bit. But Beast Gohan, like I said, was planned, so they already dropped his ass in the files in terms of, like, the placeholder stuff. But, yeah, the Yellow Piccolo, as you saw, like, there's been zero leaks or any information on him other than what we know from the trailer, okay? So, the supers here. I'm going to explain this because some of y'all might be kind of confused, okay? And I'm not like, pro on this. I don't even understand this to a certain degree, okay? Again, it's not a 100% confirmation, but I'll just go with what I think, okay? Because they stated 5 new skills, okay? So I think it's Super 1, Super 2, Super 3, Ultimate 2, and Evasive, okay? His Evasive. So we might see a new Evasive, 1 new Ultimate skill, and 3 new Supers. That, to me, makes the most amount of sense just because these are listed with this basically like the same type of IDs right here. Like it says equals 2092, 2090, 2091, okay? 2090, 2090, you know what I mean? That makes the most sense to me because all these other ones here, like Super 4, is listed as 598, and Ultimate 1 is listed as 92. That could be like Kamehameha or Special Beam, or sorry, I don't even know. Maybe it's like Kamehameha or Burst Rush or some shit. And then Ultimate 1 is probably Super Kamehameha. Let's just be real. That's how they usually do it, right? He does use Super Kamehameha in Xenoverse, or sorry, not Xenoverse, in Dragon Ball Legends. He does that. So I'm just gonna bring up the Dragon Ball Legends character just to go over some of the skills that we could potentially expect. Okay, so he has a cover change. Okay, so that could be a skill. He actually has, I think, 2 different cover changes. He has the "Is that all you've got?" and then he also has I can't remember exactly what frame it was from. I think it was in the movie where Gohan is deflecting a blast from Gamma 1. It was like, oh, like that. It was in one of the trailers, too. That it was a big deal because it looked sick at that time. So he does that as a cover change to, blast off any blast attacks, blast arts. And then the "Is that all you've got?" is for melee strike arts, okay? So that could be maybe a skill. Like I said, "Is that all you got?" could be like a counter or something like that. Violet Beast Kick. I'm thinking they might take that. Maybe that's actually from the CAC. Okay, the CAC Beast Awoken skill has that new extra combo string in there. They'll probably take animations maybe from that and make that into a skill, like a super skill. I think that would make a lot of sense. I still think that Violet Beast Kick is most likely going to be a super. Ferocious Awakening. Maybe an evasive. Where it's basically where Gohan goes beast, okay? Or zooms in his eye and it like has the spinning red shit or whatever, and then he charges up. So maybe it'll function kind of similar to Celestial Wave that UI Sign Goku had. And then his ultimate skill, which is the 20 key blue card, is Explosive Beast Rush. Okay, that's basically Special Beast Cannon. So maybe they could take something from that and make it a super, like the first half of that, and then Special Beast Cannon will just be on its own. We know Special Beam Cannon's got to be the ultimate. Okay, that's the only that makes sense. Okay. Other than that, I don't think I can think of anything else that they could add in there. His combos, they could probably get stuff from Dragon Ball Super, things that he did in the Tournament of Power. Apparently, they did stuff like that for Orange Piccolo that I didn't notice, which is pretty cool. I think they took stuff from whenever Piccolo was training Gohan. They took some animations from that and based it on that and then put it in Orange Piccolo's combo. So they do have room for material that they can use. They don't always have to use it straight from the movie. They can use stuff that's based on just what the character had in the most recent anime. So that's definitely cool and a possibility. So real quick, I do want to finish off here by going through the story mode missions just to see what we had in the past. And we'll finish off the video there. All right, so here's an in-game screenshot of all of the DLC extra story missions. Now, this is excluding the stuff from DLC Pack 6. Obviously, that's Tokopedia. You have to go through that in a separate thing. This is, these are the, I guess you can call them EX story missions. That's what they called it. So, I did make a mistake, okay? Actually, the most recent story mode that we got for DLC 14, I think has 4 missions, okay? But I don't know if they're really even considered like missions. They're just more of like, oh, like little cutscene things, I guess. I can't exactly explain it, but there's no ranking on it, okay? So right here at number 1, it says Few and the Future God of Destruction. So I'll just go over this. I think 1 through 3, if I'm not mistaken, or actually maybe it was 1 through 2. It's either 1 through 3 or 1 through 2. Those are from DLC Pack 12, okay? So that was the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta versus Toppo, and then the Future Gohan and SSB Goku versus Janemba. And then for DLC 13, we have Blue Gogeta's Backup, Saiyan Showdown, and Alternate History Antics, okay? We have so basically the Broly story for 4 through 5. And then number 6, I think, was the Future Trunks. It was Xeno Trunks, Bardock, and Few versus Frieza, I guess. So that was that one that they just kind of added in there. That was kind of like, it's not random, but, you know, just that last part. And then these two right here, number 7 and number 8, Return of the Buddha and Friendly Few. Again, I don't think those are actual like missions that you do. They're just more of like cutscenes, if I'm not mistaken. That's DLC 14. Remember the Revival of the Demon Realm thing? So we had Vengeful Villain Baby. So that's when GT Vegeta gets dropped in there versus Baby Vegeta. And I think he goes Super Saiyan 4, and there's also an alternate route that you can take where Goku goes Super Saiyan 4, okay? And then the final one was Match with the Majin, which was sick. That was Ultra Instinct signed Goku versus Kid Buu. I still think that's the most unfair thing ever, but it was hilarious, okay? And then from there, as you guys know, Few was, pretty much confirmed to still be out there. So how do I think this story mode's going to go? I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know what route they could take. Let me know if you guys would like to see a video on that, okay? We'll do another theory video on exactly how the story mode will, go on here. But we know it's all superhero based, okay? There is potential that they add in some extra stuff too. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring my notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe. or else I'll destroy your entire planet!